In this video, we will create a personal OpenClaw agent that we can talk to over Telegram. To get started, you can create a free account on noclick.com, and when you do, you will see this screen. If you don't, you can go to Workflows and click on New Workflow. I'm just going to use the one I already have. And the next step is to add an agent here. To do that, you can click on the plus button on the top right that says Add a Node, which is going to open the Flow Helper view where you can search for different agents. For example, you can search for Claude, you can search for Hermes, Codex by OpenAI, OpenCode, and OpenClaw. We're going to use OpenClaw to create a personal Telegram assistant in this video, so I'm just going to click on this, drag it, and drop it into the canvas. Now we actually have to configure OpenClaw so that it can talk to us over Telegram, and to do that, we have to configure it. So I'm going to click on this node and I'm going to expand the config view to full screen so that we can see more of what we need to do. You can see there is a button here called Add Tool, and when I click on it, it opens this pop-up with 150 different integrations. Since we want to add Telegram, I'm just going to search for Telegram, and over here it's asking me to connect my credential. You can get your credential by going to Bot Father on Telegram and creating a new bot, which is going to give you this token that you can paste over here. So I already have one, so I'm just going to paste the one I have. I'm going to call it bot, and I'm going to create a credential. The next step is to select a few tools that you want OpenClaw to be able to call. And I'm going to select send a message to chat, edit message, delete message, and a few other tools. This should be enough for now. We also have to figure out how to run OpenClaw whenever we send a message, and to do that we have to add a trigger. So there's another button for adding a trigger here, and when we click on it, the same thing shows up. We have a bunch of different integrations that support triggers. I'm going to search for Telegram again, and that's all we have to do. There is no configuration required for a trigger because we only need a token for it. Now the next step is to actually fill out the message. And for that, I'm going to just say, so that's it, a very simple message. If you want to add more context, you can always add it here. And let me just also look at the model. We're using OpenAI GPT Mini Latest via OpenRouter for this. And if I go to credentials, I can also add a credential. And I'm going to paste my OpenRouter API key and call it OpenRouter key and just add it as well. So that's all we have to do. The workflow is fully configured. The next step is to test whether it actually works. So to test it, I'm going to open Telegram and I'm going to send a message to the bot we just created. So I've typed out a message and I'm just going to hit send. And you can see that the workflow should start running in about a few seconds. And I think it took about 3 seconds for it to get going. And we have already spun up a sandbox. So you don't have to figure out how to rent a server in the cloud and how to run OpenClaw on it that is connected to Telegram. Everything is managed for you. You just configure it in this UI in a couple of minutes, and everything else is just done automatically. So let's wait for a response. So I just got a response, and it seems like we see that in the pop-up as well. If you see, there's also a tool call that OpenClaw made, and if you look at the details, it says, hey, I'm doing well, how about you? And that is the exact same message that I got. So everything seems to be working well, and we have an OpenClaw agent set up that talks to us through Telegram. You can also add different channels like WhatsApp or Facebook or anything else that we have. And you can also give your OpenClaw agent access to your Gmail or your Google Sheets or your CRM, anything really. If you have any questions, feel free to join our community and ask them in the support channel. Otherwise, have a good day and hope you enjoy the product.